Welcome to Fishing Squad. Right, lifeboat station. Sun rising, that means we're facing east. Can only be in one place really, can't we? Malfra, back for a go. We're catching some mackerel. Well, back for a go more importantly. We're catching some tope as well, hopefully. Oh, just walking on the little cliff path round onto the mark as it's getting light. So hopefully we'll be getting some mackerel and take it from there. Just seizing quite a bit, but I think just try and check, give the water clarity a check. But we'll just crack on and have a go in it, see what happens. Just one so far. Keep going. He's had one now. Nice one, mate. First mackerel of the year. I've just managed a pin whiting. Banging them out. Even got a whiting in that rock pool. Right, I've decided I'm going to have a sneaky go for tope this afternoon. Let's get going. Right, I'm down. Just put one rod out, that's all I brought down. Brought 5 mackerel down, just put a full mackerel out on that one because it's quite a small mackerel. Wire trace, standard tope rig, pulley rig. We're at low tide. Gonna fish the flood and hopefully we'll get some tope out. So, see what happens. First fish on the first bait up, huss. Get her in, I'll look at her. Male huss. I ain't got time to weigh him because I need to get my baits back out. We're for tope, but he's an aggressive sod. Really, he's an angry. He'll be close to a double. He's beating me up. To be fair, I don't think he'll pose for a camera photo. Had a baddie running with sharks. Some of you know me, had a bad running in with sharks just last week. Other week, I mean. See if he'll do a picture. I don't think he will. Far too angry. It smells like a spider crab. You know when you cook a spider crab? It smells like that. We'll get him put back. Well, that'll do for a picture. Nice one. Right guys, so I've had a huss on the first bait up. I'm having a crappy bite on the second bait up. In the meantime, I've had a chuck out with the feathers. I had 2 mackerel straight away on the first cast. I had a couple more casts with the feathers and nothing. So I'm just pre-baiting a rig. I just want to show you something that might help people, it might not. I know a lot of people use dongles. I've just gone off dongles. And I know that everybody says this, everybody says that about them. Which is fine. Use them. If they work for you, use them. They don't work for me. As far as pennels go, this is what I do. By no means an expert, shouldn't I add, but I've caught a few fish now. And I feel like I'm getting somewhere with my tope fishing on a personal level. Well into double figures now. So I'm quite happy about that. I chopped and changed. If you watch the channel a lot, I've chopped and changed a lot of things. And I just think it's just basically been a case that there's been more tope about this year than usual. That's why we've had a few fish out. We might get one today, we might not. We're going to keep pumping. Just keep pumping, as my mate Lincoln says. Keep pumping. That's all you've got to do. Keep pumping big baits out. Keep going as well. When you say keep pumping, it's not just keep pumping as in putting big baits out. It's just keep going, innit? Head up, keep going, keep going, keep going. And eventually you'll get them. But you've got to have the attitude of that. You'll get some knockbacks, you'll lose fish. Learn from it. Do things that'll sort of eliminate that. It's a process. So on here, this rig, I'm going to show you my rig. I'm just going to grab something that'll help. A baiting assist, paperclip. Right, so the rig, my rig is just a basic. I have a 12 to 16 inch bite end. Sometimes the one I've just had that huss on, believe it or not, is more like 10. This one's more like 14. But it doesn't really matter. As long as there's enough of a wire buffer. If you go on to a £200 rig body, I think this happens to be 165. Just keep it strong. Above 150 I'd say for your rig body. Because if you're fishing in a swell and stuff, you do get, your rig body can take a bit of a hammering, you know, when you're bringing them in. And if you're struggling to land them and stuff like that. So you need to just fish big. You don't want, last thing you want is 100-pounders to part on the barnacles, which it will do. So I've actually got 200-pound wire on here, purely because it's the cheap grey stuff. And what I've found is buying it in heavy gauges, it stays straight and doesn't kink as much. It's a bit more kink resistant. And if you do hook something decent, and it does catch the rocks, it's not going to snap. And that's all it's all about, reducing chance of losing fish. So on this particular rig, I've been using a 700 Shaughnessy as the bottom hook a lock this year, and I found it works really well. On this particular rig, I've got a 6.0 Cox and Roll meat hook. I've turned the eye down to form the pennel. So what I've found is, I'm just giving you some pointers here, what I've found has worked well for me with hookups and whatnot. Other than the last session when there was something manic going off, not last session, the one before that, where I've had 5 runs, lost one on surface and had landed one and lost a couple that didn't even hook up, which I don't know what were going off under the surface there. It was just like there were all hell going off, all hell were breaking loose. I've hooked up this year on every run I've had on this, doing this. So if it helps people, look, you're not going to hook up on every run you have all the time or anything like that. It's probably just been lucky that maybe a little bit, because I've dropped a few on dongles. But if you can get the science right behind the dongles, then you'll do well with dongles. But I like to keep it simple. Using 60-pound braid, it'll bend these hooks out as well, by the way, if they get stuck. So I put that in I wrap the paper clip around the shank of the hook, pierce it into the mackerel. I've shown people this before, but I like to do reminders. And I'm just going to lash that on with some thick bait elastic. This is the Nova, I think it's a blue one. You know, they're coming like them little tubs. We need to get fresh bait out, quite sharpish really, because that's been out a while. And it did have a little bit of a crappy judder, like conger, maybe even a dogfish. Now on some marks, you might want to use dongles, and I get that, because it'll reduce your chance of hooking dogfish. On this particular mark, to be fair, I catch about 6 dogfish a year on it. You used to get, I've had like 20 in a session easily before, and it just doesn't happen like that anymore. Now, because I've got a small back hook, I'm going to trim the tail off this piece, but I wouldn't, if I had a big circle going into it, I wouldn't, but I'll show you how I'll bait up for this as well. What I think it's about doing is, 1, reducing the risk of losing fish, i.e. using strong hooks, strong rigs, and 2, just keeping going all the time, and you'll get them eventually. So with this, because I've got a small back hook, which is a 6.0 meat hook, I'm going to just trim the tail off, but I wouldn't do that if I was sinking a big circle into it. But I think it's all about keeping these bits of your hook clear, as clear as you can, because they'll hook up better, they'll hook up, basically. Improves the chance of a hook up. So I'm just going to do that, me. I might put a bit more elastic around that back hook, but I want my hooks sitting really proud. I don't want any bait obscuring the curves on the, you know, where the curve round, basically. So that's how I'd bait up this one. I vary it, but the bottom hook always gets the same treatment. Because this is a small back hook, I've sunk it into the bait like halfway down it. I've gone into the bait here, whereas if it's a circle, I'll just go through the backbone and leave it on the end. That's what I caught that huss on the 10-0 circle it was on. But I experiment with hook patterns, and truthfully, as long as the hook's a thick gauge, you'll not lose them. You'll not lose, your hooks won't bend out. You'll not lose them. You can obviously pull the hooks out of the fish if it's under a lot of tension, like I did last week when it was going up and down in the wash. So I backed my drag off a bit. But yeah, another example that last week, conditions that caught me by surprise. I was catching them in, and I had my drag too tight in the edge in the swell, and it just bumped it off. But it didn't bump off easy. It was like we've got a Tope on. Guys, might as well come with me, haven't you, really? mean, try and get a bit of footage of this one. If we can. Slightly better fish this one. Had to knock camera off. No time for messing about. Another beautiful tope. I'm going to give her away. She might be close. I don't think she will quite do it, but she might do. Go on the bottom hook again. What I was saying about not using a dongle, and I nearly lost her, truthfully. But then most honest, has come out lovely, and they're going lovely as well. So, fucking happy with that, guys. Am I? Definitely worth a weigh. She's tired though, because she won a while. Yeah, right, we'll get her weighed. £1 1 foot sling, or £1, just a pound, say a pound. Zero it off. First time christening the Rapala sling this, so I'm looking forward to doing this. £33. Well happy with that, guys. Fucking hell am I. Get on, another one. Right, so the pictures don't really do that fish justice, but we're rudely interrupted there. I can't remember what I was saying, but this is the rig. It's got 210 AFW on this one, and it's just took the coating off it a little bit. No way it's pulling the Flemish loop through. It was on the bottom hook, like I say, but I don't like the look of that bite end, so I won't be reusing this rig. But have you seen how short the snood is? For some reason, they like a short snood, right? You don't need to put an extra swivel in either. Well, I don't believe you do. I've never had one go through my main line. I tell a lie, actually, I've had one go through my leader once. It's come up in water and caught me out because I hadn't had one for a while. But yeah, again, another one on under my belt. You know, that's 9 for the year. Nothing of any size, but you know, you just take what you get, don't you? You just get with the hand you dealt. I thought that were going to be a bit bigger. That it were longer. It don't look, the pictures don't do it justice at all. But yeah, happy with that. I just can't film, guys, when I'm doing it on my own. You know, I just can't. At least you heard reel screaming off while I went rabbiting away. I was just about to change bait, wasn't I? So it just shows, doesn't it? That had been out a bit longer, that, and that was on the head section of the mackerel, head and shoulders, but head and half the body. It was only small mackerel. But I'm happy using tail sections. I've just put the tail section out that you saw me baiting up with. So yes, get on. Another one in under the belt. Keep your composure. Stay calm. And we nearly lost that a couple of times. It got stuck in some snags down here, I think. And it locked up. But what I did was I just backed the drag off and let the fish swim out of him. It wasn't coming through with either the kelp or some sort of snag down there. So I'm a bit fortunate with that one. But braid's quite good because I were able to let it come out a bit, and I were able just to hammer it a bit as it did it come out, you know, just to navigate it back towards me, if you like. So yeah, but that just went over, all the way over and away. Honestly, this year's just spoilt me. It really has. But you get what you deserve. You put time and effort in. You keep pumping, like I say, keep pumping. And once you've got a few fish under your belt, it's just like catching any other fish. But there's a bit of an edge with tope because obviously they're a superb fighting fish and a fantastic specimen. So you do get, it does give you a buzz, doesn't it? Because it's something that pulls back a bit, tears line off the reel, and yeah. But we still want a big one. But we're happy with what's happening. We're absolutely over the moon what's happening so far. Right then, guys, I'm going to leave it there. That's last bait up. Nothing's come back at all for like 3 or 4 bait ups. We've had about 6 bait ups, so we come down for in a small window, if you like, and it paid off. Second bait up, boom, we had a huss, then a tope. well happy with that. Thrilled, just buzzing. Down here for the rest of the weekend. Got some stormy conditions, but it's looking good. To be fair, it's looking good, honestly, it really is. And yeah, we'll see how we get on. That is it's gonna be a right boost. But I want to go do some fishing with my lad now. You saw at the start of this video the effort that you need to put in to get fresh bait. My lad's helped me today with that. He hasn't come down here, but he's helped me with the fresh bait by going to Malfa, and then we've managed to get 4 mackerel out of here actually, so it's not bad going either. And the water clarity is superb for the time of year. I've never seen it so good. Well, I can't recall seeing it as good as this for a long time, and I'm surprised because we had some storms, it was cloudy, and then it's come back really clear. So yeah, all good. So yeah, I'm going to hit the beach tonight. Going to try for some bass, I think. We've got some lovely ragworm from ABC. We've got a bit of black lug. Let's be doing. Nice one. Yeah, love today as always. Been another special session. Didn't get as good a footage as I'd like with the pictures this time. The video wasn't very good, but you get the gist. It endorsed my rigs, what I'm trying to say, and we're on cue that. So yeah, nice one. Right, let's be doing. Got the rest of the weekend to knock out. I've been awake since 2 o'clock yesterday, Thursday. It's now about 4 o'clock Friday. I'm going to go back up, have some tea and get on beach for a couple of hours with my lad. So fingers crossed. Lincoln's coming through tonight. Danny's coming through at morning. We're attacking. Attack, attack, attack. So yeah, nice one guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one. So we're on Saturday now. Next session. Been joined by Danny and Lincoln. We're going to have a right good go at it today. Full day going at it. There's a bit of a ground swell stroke storm passing by. It's going to be fishable, but there's going to be a bit of a rise and drop on it. Danny's just getting cast out there. And we'll give it a really good go. Let's be doing. I've just had a doggy, now Danny's got a doggy. He's got one on a... What is that, a 10-0, Danny? Yeah. 10-0 circle, God's sake. Right, well quite a lot of time's gone past. Not much has happened. It's been very quiet. We struggled for mackerel, we've managed to get a few. We've still got some from Malfa I caught yesterday. I'm trying to keep the fresh for tomorrow. We'll keep pumping, just see what happens. Fingers crossed. Tope! Danny's on. Sat there chatting away, and over she went. My lad hasn't moved yet. I think you're around it, Danny, now. Do you want to come this side? Yeah, this is what happened to me yesterday. I just did that though, what are you doing? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, boy.
You alright there, mate? Or do you want to come over to the right?
So there's a notch here, Lincoln. Well, you might be alright where you are actually. Right, do you want to come this side? That one come off on surface. We've struggled with the rise and drop in the edge. It got stuck in the kelp line a couple of times. You know, the rise and drops just absolutely killed us. I've grabbed the leader and it's just, the fish has just bumped off basically. Gutted, absolutely gutted. Well, hopefully we'll get another chance. The swell has made it really difficult there, really difficult. So, really gutted for Danny, to be honest. Well, yeah, we'll just have to put fresh baits on and get back to it. We struggled like mad, basically, really hard. You can can tell by it's biting. It could wrap round though. Saying that, it could wrap round.
Oh, it's doing a good movement on the rod though, isn't it? Right. Could have gone by now, I think.
Tope or us?
Get conquer that.
It's bumped off.
Come on, man. I don't know what it is.
There's a bit of kelp down there, I think.
Go down.
Pussy.
What?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Jeez, pal.
Don't put Daddy. It's not going to be able to net, is it? Is it? That's it. Good lad, Danny. Nice one, Danny. Well done.
Scream off there, buddy.
I did as well. It's all the trouble. I don't like using braided leaders because of this very reason. You know, like that, you've just got nothing to hold against, have you? This one, Danny, well done.
Welcome, boys.
Some are angry male.
Price.
Okay. We can crush the barbs down on these circles. Mr. Russ lets us in.
That's a good one, isn't it? Tasty.
Straight out, no problem. Brilliant stuff, Lincoln, mate. We'll,
Not bad then.
no.
Bit of a tangle.
Yeah, we'll get a decent picture out of that, mate. Nice one, Paul. Get him back.
Bit of back.
It's got my son and us. Just come on feed as the tide's turned.
Big head on it.
Yeah, we're tangled up in there.
That's worth weighing, that.
Yeah, we'll give it away.
It's a bit bigger than on the other day, mate.
Oh, it is. It's bigger than I thought, that.
Got a big head on it.
Yeah. It's on circle, look, on back up, look. Yeah. On circle. We'll show us hanging out of the way. Nice fish that. We'll give her away. I need to allow a pound foot sling. It's just £10 dead. £10. Well, it's coming up £11.4. So it's just £10 dead, really. So it's switched on a bit. See if it's a male. Another male. The males have been mental this last couple of weeks. He's got some lovely colours on him. Get him put back. Try and get a tope now. Day 2, we're down. Danny's chucked the feathers about. He's just had a small pollock. I'm just about to get mine on. Lincoln don't do bait fishing, do you, mate? Really, he's just got big fin or reel. £80 braid, get on it. Now we're sharing a spinning rod. He's going to tackle his big bait rod while I have 20 casts with feathers, and we'll swap. Well, I'll tackle mine up and Lincoln will drop up feathers. So we're having a go. We lost the tope yesterday. Just kind of got over it. So fishing 2 marks today, possibly. So we'll see how we get on.
Tope on, tope on. Tope on. Not really long. That's it. Yeah. Good job. That absolutely screamed off, didn't he?
you want me to get down on that, Yeah? Do the video and I'll whichever. Up to you, partner. You can't do it. Nice one. Screamed off, didn't he? Do you want us to come down, Danny, or not? There's a feisty in.
It's a small one, I've got more power. Just try not to bolt rig too much, Danny. Grab its tail off in.
Nice one, Danny.
Thank you, Danny.
Nice one, Carl.
Fucking get on. Danny.
Brilliant. There you go, man.
That's Danny's phone.
Is it?
Yeah.
We'll meet you on.
Nice Tope. Can't believe it, that's my 10th one of the year. They've all been in 30s though, it's another 30, it's not 40 that. It's a nice one, all the same. Just met up with that. Gonna get some decent photos now because I've got a cameraman, thankfully. So I've struggled like mad with him. We just screamed off, all quiet, we're just not feeling very confident on this mark. And I couldn't get across my reel quick enough when it went, so. Nice one, Danny, thanks for landing it, mate, as well.
You're welcome, pal.
I owe you one. So on to Mark 2 for the afternoon. We're on day 3 still. Let's be doing. Feathers on, third cast, 1 mackerel, 1 pollock. Right, so there hasn't been much chit chat in this video due to the weather conditions earlier on the mark we first fished this morning. And we managed the Tope. Full credit to Danny and Lincoln filled most of it. Danny landed it for me. We almost had landed a Tope yesterday, you've seen earlier in the video. So unlucky there, I feel partly responsible for that. Keep going over it in my head, what could I have done better for Danny, but it was going to happen eventually. You know, it's just one of them things that. So we're on Mark 2 now of today. Just putting a mackerel bait out. I've had a couple of pollock, couple of mackerel to top the fresh bait up. We've never had a run on pollock, but I'm going to try today. On my next bait up, I'm going to try pollock. I've got a bit of mackerel on here. Danny, have you got some on? Oh, yeah. Good lad, keep up coming, Danny boy. Let's be doing it. Hey, it'll do. You boys can use mackerel, I'll use pollock. For yeah, so I'm putting this little mackerel bait out. I already baited this up before I realised I should have brought much bait down with us. Yeah, it's a nice pollock that. Nice pollock that, isn't it? Good pollock that. Yeah. Are we keeping it? You want to? Yeah, well, just in case. If not, I can whip fillets off and give them to my dad or something, you know, if...
Keep them in the water so they don't dry out.
Just bring them to the camera if you want, like. Just drop him by. There we go. Head section of that will be going out on a dongle. Nice one, Danny boy.
Over to the cause.
Yes, we'll keep thumping, keep going. And we'll just see how we get on on this session. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to give it till about 7:30, 8, you know, an hour into darkness sort of thing. And we'll just keep going, keep pumping. You know, you've got to be ruthless with this. And it's never easy. We've had a lot of success this year with fish. So we're happy. But we're far from done. So fingers crossed. I want Danny and Lincoln to get one now. I'll do all I can to help them with that. If there's anything I can do. I'm going to use pollock, let them use what mackerel we've got. Like I said, I've never had a run on pollock. I'm going to try. That's a bit of a contradiction. I'd already baited this up, like I say. So this will be the only mackerel bait I use today, unless we get loads of mackerel. So yeah, fingers crossed. Lincoln's down there, he's just battered a couple of mackerel out. We're sharing a rod, like me and Lincoln. So my big bait rod's out. Got a bit of a tide run going left. Sea's on the turn, coming in. So we're hoping that things, now got a bit of fresh bait and stuff, we'll crack on and get another run, hopefully. Get another fish out between us, or two. Danny boys on! Tope on! Fresh Mackie! Will you be alright, Links?
Yes, I'm
There's on the corner there, what do you reckon? See here? See that flat bit there, Lincoln?
Yeah.
Where there's a bit of slope on the flat bit with two rock pools. Make sure fucking seal won't go anywhere near it, I don't think. Nice one, Danny. Let's get some redemption for yesterday, son. Hey, let's be fucking doing. It's been insane this year, hasn't it? Were you reeling run then? Was you reeling run? Because I couldn't hear it. Rob's walking up, I'm thinking, what the hell, if it does any more, Rob's going to go in. Just take a deep breath, relax. Danny, I'm not organised it here. Just get it on surface and we'll just take it into the ground slow yesterday, so it looks like it's going to be a good one, this one, Danny. Yeah. Yeah, because there's a bit of a lip of rock, I think, under there. It's still fairly deep in front of that point, but you want your rig. So we've got like a knuckle of rock here. It's going to be a good one, this. I think I've just seen it, maybe. Just keep looking here. Is it on it? Was it on head section? You manage? Have you seen it yet? Slightly bigger, isn't it? It's got up well in it, hasn't it? Yeah, there's a good bit there. Bit there. Are you alright? Grab the fish, grab the fish, grab the fish. Grab the fish. Links, grab the fish. That's it. Can you get the net? Yeah, grab its fin because it'll pop the hook. bit of a blow again. It's not easy. The swell doesn't look as bad on camera as it actually is, and it's really hard sometimes. Probably got to look at the net and stuff. But, that was just a bit of a blow, that. But it happens. We're a team when we're out together and stuff. So you know, you can easily lose Tope. The last knocking's when there's a swell on. Looked a better fish, that, probably around £40. Well, into 40 should I say. His rod just hooped over, then went all the way over and were proper going. It was a bit away from his rod, he ran over, picked it up, set the hook, it's on a dongle with a circle hook, and then he had a bit of trouble stopping it basically. I went through a bit of tide run, but it was proper on it, that fish. And you get it in down here, and Lincoln's footing, it looks far different on camera to the swell that we've got down here. It's the footing down there really isn't ideal, and the one thing we're not doing, we ain't drowning for a fish, so that counts as a landed fish. Obviously we'd have liked some pictures of it and what have you, but it's just how it goes, isn't it, sometimes. So we've regrouped, got some baits back out, we're gonna have a go with feathers again, we're gonna carry on, so let's be doing. And obviously, just say one thing, it's gutting when you go down to land it and that happens to you. It is absolutely devastating, but you know, fair play to Lincoln for putting himself in that position. You know, you've just got to understand that it's not easy on any token, it's not easy. It's gutting for them both, Danny and Lincoln, because obviously it's Danny's fish. Lincoln wanted to do his best for him, and the conditions were just against us. So, yeah, heads up, baits back out, we'll carry on, we'll go again, and we're going to have another one out, I'm sure. Well, we'll definitely get another one on, so we'll have a chance to get another one out. The tide's on the turn, it's not making it easy with the rise and drop, like I say, so we're all gutted basically, but it's nobody's fault at all, that. It's just conditions just not quite right, ideal in that situation. So yeah, just a bit unlucky. We nearly had it, didn't we, as you could see, but it is what it is. 5 minutes left. You can see now when I emphasise about the swell, and typically it's gone quiet, but you can see how much white water's in the edge and how far out that goes. These waves, they don't look very big on camera, but they are massive. They're going all the way along. It's not worth, you know, we've tried. We've had 2 Tope. Danny's had 2 Tope in big swells. We've tried our best, but obviously that one today is definitely a landed one. But just about getting ready to pack up now. We struggled for fresh bait. That's one of the reasons why we're going, and it's too much swell really to land fish. Back on it again. Big swell on today. Over high tide, so it looks worse than it actually is. But there's obviously got a residual swell as well. It should calm off as it starts going out. So we'll see how we get on. I'm going to chuck the feathers about, try and get loads of fresh mackerel for a couple of hours, then we'll get to it.
That's it, pal!
We're doing it in October, boys! Well, pressure was on us both. Lincoln were bailing us out to start with, but I put 10 hooks on. Now, I think I got 8 fish on one chuck, and I've got another 4. So we've just like basically gone from a little bit of pressure, feeling it a bit, thinking we're going to be using frozen, which is now going to go into chum. We've got a 0 to heroes, yeah. So we can enjoy. Well, we're going to enjoy it anyway, but it just takes the pressure off, you know, it really does. I've feathered for 2.5 hours this morning without anything, then all of a sudden, bang, get on. Tough conditions, sea's calming a little bit, but she's still angry, so let's keep going, get this chum done, get them Tope baits out. Mackerel on! So I'm going to go with 10 hook rig. How many we got? 2. Real pending. 4, get on.
About 3 or 4.
Yeah. Nice one. Shooting bags in. Being washed around in the tide. Lovely jubbly.
Fucking mint that.
Yeah. Right, we've got fresh mackerels, baiting big rods up now. Same for me with Pennell rig. Circle on the back, 10 Okie circle on the back. 7 O'Shaughnessy on the bottom. I'm going to put half a mackerel out, I'm going to snip it off there and bang it out. Simple pulley rig, short wire bite, well, it's probably a longer wire bite end than I normally use. That's probably 14 inches. Straight onto a 4 or 5 foot, 200 pound rig body. Rotten bottom setup, splash down, you know the drill. 80 pound mono, 60 pound braid, Finno 8500 on Thompson accelerator. Stop chatting, let's get about. Lincoln's on a dongle. Century T900 in it.
T1000.
T1000, sorry.
I'm not messing about.
He's not messing about. Finno 6500. He's actually got 80 pound braid on because he uses that reel for conger fishing. It all works to an 80 pound leader. Dongle. Similar to me kind of thing. So yeah, let's get going. Fingers crossed. Might not be as good footage today. We've got a swell on. It's eased up the swell. It really has quite quelled down some majorly. But obviously we're not going to get a lot of footage when there's 2 of us because one's going to have to go down and one's going to have to halt rod sort of thing. So if we get a soap on, which I'm expecting to kick off on here, I could be wrong, we'll see. Both rods are out, anchored in. Got tide ripping left. It's very important you secure your tripod when you're tope fishing. She's calmed off lovely and getting calmer, so good stuff. It'll help with landing stuff. If you've just seen the amount of trauma we've had trying to land fish. So yeah, hopefully it bodes well. Nothing much has happened so far. So it's a waiting game up here, bucket full of fresh mackerel. We've got a big chance. Lincoln's into a huss. Far looked inside, it doesn't count, so
it doesn't matter.
still blanking. Petrol thing.
Shall it go off?
It's a feisty male like that, absolutely. He's not giving up at all, him, is he?
He's not.
So nice one, mate.
I thought he was going to take off, to be
fair.
I
did as well. It's a nice fish, nice little fish, isn't it? Nice markings. Well guys, it's turned out to be a stunning day in the end. The sun's out, the sea's flattened off a bit. But it's been very quiet other than that huss for Lincoln. We've had some crappy bites on the bottom. And that's about all there's to report. It's been a slow session so far, but sometimes if this might just be a one fish session still, you don't tend to have much happening sometimes, and it happens. So we'll just see. Got a couple of hours, we'll see what happens basically. But I'm absolutely done in. My weekend, been feathering non-stop for, well, on and off shall I say, for 3 days, 4 days. It's been brilliant really. Feathered for 3 hours this morning without anything, and then we managed to get into some. What we already know this weekend, and what's been crucial has been the fresh bait, and it's made all the difference really. To the fish we've already had in this video. Keep pumping, we'll keep trying, keep getting the big baits out. We'll just hope that we get some reward for the efforts that we've put in. It's been a cracking weekend. We've had, well, you've seen 4 fish on camera, which is amazing really. So we'll keep going, keep trying, keep pumping. We'll see if something happens like. So we'll be back on in a bit. I'm getting a jerky bite at the minute. It's not even as jerky as a huss bite. Seen bite on that, Lincoln?
Little plugs in it.
Yeah, it's gonna be on little plucky bites. Try and show you if I can. I'll move closer to the rods. typically it's stopped. Then you're always worrying, has the bait been plucked off? So what we're going to do is we're going to just keep the bait change down to every 20 minutes. Because we've had bites on more or less every bait up, but they've been crappy bites most of the time. We'll see. Horse for Lincoln, nice one. On the dongle again. Feisty, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
You don't feel under pressure because you're on camera. See how well the circle goes into him?
It's always like done it.
Even
Get that off its fins. Oh, it's feisty, aren't they?
yeah.
Got it, bet. Gone in twice, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has, yeah. That's what it was, wasn't it?
Yeah. Watch me leg. Greedy buggers.
It's really nice, what's that?
Nice markings
Look
on
beautiful, isn't it? Another male as well. It's weird, isn't it, how we're having males on them all the time now?
They always fight harder, don't they?
Yeah. More aggressive. Seem to be anyway. He's calmed down a bit now, bless him. Won't beat them eyes, will you? Oh,
No.
stunners. Do you want a picture with me? Right then guys, that's the last baits out. Not been as good a session today as we've had. As far as the tope goes, Lincoln's done really well to get 2 huss out. I thought we would have had a run, but that's how it goes, isn't it? You feel confident when you've had a few fish out. It doesn't disappoint you as much either when you don't have a run. So, yeah, we'll do a final close down probably back in Doncaster, but unless something else happens, that'll be it. So, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, to be fair, and we'll do a final close down back home. Cheers. I've managed to fish on last reeling. I was hoping it was going to be a tope, but it just didn't quite give enough. I think there was a bit of tide run going to the right. It picked bait up, moved lead a little bit. You got pliers there? Got T-bar? Yeah, I'm just going to get T-bar. He's here. It's another male. Oh, it's another male, Lincoln. Every us we've had this weekend's been a male, I believe. They've all been absolutely angry as hell. The T-bar it off. Perhaps for a small fish. Well, at any, I don't think we had a couple, didn't we? That were probably pushing 10. We had 110. I had 110. I think yours would have been 10 if we'd have put it on scales. We only weighed mine because it looked bigger, didn't we, the other day?
Yeah, it did.
But they've been these males are absolutely, it's just savage. But not a bad way to end. They're not a bad fish to catch, aren't they, if you can't get a tope? So we'll get it put back, and we're going to pack up now. Right then guys, we're back in Doncaster. It's Tuesday now. The last session we had was Monday, which was yesterday obviously. I'm still feeling the effects of going up and down cliffs, hauling, fishing, feathering. Just absolutely done in. It's been a mental 4 days that. We've all done brilliantly. Disappointing to lose a couple of fish for Danny for various reasons. Gutted from both him and Lincoln. Danny's lost out when we almost landed. I think looking back, I think the reason why we didn't get the trophy picture of Danny's was just purely down to the conditions. There's a couple of bits we need to look at, which we will do in terms of like nets and stuff. That can be saved for another day, can't it? Just enjoy the video, the footage, getting tope runs, getting footage of people playing tope. It's really hard to get. You need the fish to be there first and foremost, and they've been there this year, big time. On a personal level, I'm delighted I've had 10 tope out. Don't know when I'll be back at it. I'm still chasing a big one this year. I might just have one more attempt, to be honest with you, this year, because I've got a few things coming up. It'll be a big attempt. So yeah, it's been an incredible year, and put on that a couple of £20 congers as well. That's been some serious hauling on a personal level. Obviously Lincoln's been friends with Lincoln now for a couple of years. He's had a monster tote this year. Fair play to Lincoln. Brilliant bloke to fish with, and love his company and stuff like that. He's just brilliant. We've been to Scotland with Lincoln, and this year it's been spot on. Then the last couple of months I've met Danny, absolutely keen as mustard. Puts a lot of thought into it all, and deserves every bit of luck he gets. Hopefully, he's had been a bit unlucky this weekend. Fair enough, but it'll balance out again before the end of the year, I'm sure. He's got the attitude for it. Absolutely keen as mustard. No messing about. Looking forward to having a few more sessions with Danny. Definitely over next before end of the year. Hopefully, all being well. So yeah, I'm just going to leave you with that. Just don't be too critical on people when they're trying to help each other. We were there in that moment. We know what happened. We know the reasons why. You're only seeing a segment of the landing. You're not seeing the swell behind how people are feeling on the lower ledge trying to land fish and stuff like that. You don't know how that feels at times. Like I've said before, your life's not worth a fish, is it? So it's only fishing, guys. It's only fishing. Yes, would have loved to have landed that last one. Had a group picture. Been buzzing, but we can save that for another. There'll be another chance to do that, I'm sure. So, yeah, loved every minute of that trip. It's done us proud again, North Wales. So, absolutely made up, and we'll get back out very soon. So, other than that, keep safe, tight lines, and we'll definitely see you in the next one. Thank you very much.